All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Ask the Feel. You caught on. He didn't know I was gonna do that. No, you didn't click on the wrong way. We're still JK News.
People missed Ask the Feels.
Okay, true. Yeah.
I miss Ask the Feels. Even as editing it, I was like, man,
Really?
yeah.
You
that
want
was
to
my
hear
favorite
about
thing
our
to edit.
sexual
Is it
stories?
really?
You
Yeah, it was
pervert?
out of all the things that we were doing at the time, that was my favorite thing to work on. Even
learned a
though
lot.
most of the videos were about dick sizes,
Yeah.
it was still.
Dude, oh my god, I had a hard time picking out messages because like 99% of it was like, is my dick good enough? And I'm like,
Guys, yes,
God.
your dick is perfect. Your dick is really good. But I'm not gonna talk about your dick today because today I just want to talk about something a little bit deeper than dicks. All right?
Vaginas.
I set myself over that. Good job, good job. No, how do you know when someone is the one?
When they have the right dick size.
Or the pussy size. Wait, how many of you found the one? What was that fucking?
Well, because we're not married.
Oh, it's like a half.
Your face was like.
You better hope she never sees this video.
How did you guys know you guys found the one?
I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those. It's a feeling that you've never felt before with someone else. I think that's.
What if you feel a lot of feelings with people that you never felt before?
Like negative feelings,
Or
like
good,
anger.
I mean, it has to be good feelings. But I mean, like if it's negative feelings, then obviously I don't think they're the one for me. But I don't know. It's just you feel at home.
Oh.
Wow, that's so sentimental.
I feel like that's the best way I can describe it. Like when I feel like I found the one, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm at home.
What does home feel like to you?
I could be like anywhere. I could
Or
be
like, what does that feel like? Like,
Yeah,
is it
what does
cozy?
that- yeah.
Is it warm? Is it like?
It's warm, it's reassuring, and then it's like, I don't know, it's like very fuzzy.
Because I could fart in front of a hookup.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's probably why they're not the one.
I mean, that is the one, right? Like, because you feel relaxed and at home. So like,
I mean, relax at
I
home,
don't know
but
if
then,
farting is the
He's like, I
test
jack
for
off in
that.
front of a hookup all the time.
but also like,
I feel at home.
He's like this. He's like, hi, welcome
Yeah, I
on
know.
our first date. He's like,
but you feel happy all the time. Like you feel good.
Happy all the
wait
time.
a minute, I found the one, and I don't feel happy all the time.
I don't know.
It's different for every person, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like my answer isn't so like so metaphysical, kind of like, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like it's much more like how we can tackle the same problems together and as like a unit, rather than being
Team.
like, oh, I'm doing this thing, I'm doing this thing. You know, I feel like it's how well we can communicate and work at things together. Because I feel like being together isn't about like the fact that, oh, two people just match. It's like, how do you both learn to understand it? Because learning to understand each other throughout the years is part of the whole thing.
That's
right?
the whole
'Cause
challenge,
You're not
yeah.
just two puzzle pieces that fit automatically. I mean, for some people they do, but a lot of times it's like, how do you learn to be with this other person? You know, and how do you solve problems together?
Yeah, I mean, even the most loving couples that I feel like are perfect for each other, I still see them fight.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you could get away from this without friction.
That's true. I mean, that's relationship. Relationship is two different people who think they are a match, who find out they're not really 100% match, and they need to figure out those differences and kind of living with those differences. But that's the challenge.
It's like,
though,
how do we
you know, and
use
that's
the way
beauty.
you think and how do we use the way I think to both come to the same conclusion?
Yeah, I think
Hard.
Yeah, and I think for me and Tiff, it's like I actually kind of had this like revelation just the other night where I was like, oh, we're so different that we're like opposites. Oh, the phrase opposites attract. Oh,
Was your
she's
finger
like,
going up every time you were like coming up with the answer?
I had a light bulb too, like hovering over my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I think opposites really help balance.
Yeah.
It
But
is
it's
a
so
yin and yang.
hard.
It is hard. It's frustrating. You get into arguments. You're gonna like my way's better than your way kind of conversations.
Well, it depends
and
on
your
where
ego.
you're opposite at, right?
True.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything, yeah. But that's the best part, because then like I know I'm like really introverted, and I know Tiff's very extroverted, and then because of that we kind of like, she pushes me to be like, hey, why don't you
that's
try this?
awesome.
Why don't you
Yeah.
try to go out and do this? And I'd be like, okay, cool. And then for me it's like, oh, you know what? There's some fun stuff we could do at home. Hey, why don't we do this? And we're like, let's be homebodies today, you know? And we kind of push each other into the areas that we wouldn't normally want to
That's so
do.
cool.
So I think that's great.
That
I
is
always
great.
thought like it was like I need to find someone that likes my passions and stuff like that. And then whenever I did have that person, I was like, damn, this is boring. It's literally like we're just the
You're
same
not learning
people.
nothing new.
You're
not
dating
learning.
yourself.
Yeah.
Without a
Even though
beard.
they're very good looking when they look like me.
Those are the people.
Ew.
Those are the people where Nadeem was like, I should have just jacked off today.
I should just check it out. But then if it's someone that's like opposite and they're like super loud because I'm not, and then they do the stuff that I don't, it's kind of fun because it pushes you and you feel safe with them, right?
Yeah.
And they don't judge you when you're doing that, and then they could be loud and crazy, and even though you're calm, they feel comfortable to do that around you, and you're not judging, you're just quiet, you're just being you. So I like when people do stuff like that. I just can't, like, I think in terms of that, it's like, you're never gonna find that person that's perfect, and you're not gonna fight. And you can't just look at people online and be like, I need that, and if you don't find that, that's not the right person.
Yeah, the unicorn concept. Like, oh, I found a unicorn. She's gonna be perfect. We'll never fight.
Yeah, I mean, like, nobody grows up the same way, right? So everybody learns
Different
their values in
expectations.
completely different ways. I mean, we heard Joe's stories. It doesn't match any of ours.
I gotta find my childhood friends.
No, with me and Bart, I actually felt like, so before Bart, I didn't really believe in marriage. I didn't believe in love. Not that I was jaded in any sort of way, but love or like falling in love or being in love to me sounded like a movie concept. It sounded like something that was like made believe and like where people were kind of brainwashed to buy into that. And for me, I always felt like you find the person that you're compatible with and somehow that turns into falling in love. And then so I always felt like I would have to like meet in the middle or compromise in some sort of way to like make a relationship work.
Yeah.
But until I met Bart, like when I first met him, it felt like I had met him already. Like it was the fucking weirdest shit. Like it felt like I had
Past life lovers.
Yeah,
Oh my
it did.
God.
And I'm not even that type of person. Like I can't say I really buy into shit like that or I look that shit up. But it really did feel like our souls had met at some other point, and I just couldn't get the concept of like not having this person in my life out of my head. So for me, it was just this gut feeling of like this is the one. Although I do feel like he is my soulmate and everything, but we've had the fucking roughest fucking relationship anyone could ever think of because we're so opposite and we're raised so different and we have our own traumas that like, you know, that, I mean, we all have traumas, right? And like you try to work it out. So it doesn't matter if you find this soulmate, like that, you gotta work for it. Like, and we've been together almost 13 years now. And like we're still like every day we're
That's
like
tight.
every day we're still working at it. Like
You've been as
all the
long
time.
as JK.
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe like 2. You guys started like maybe 2 years before.
Damn, I was 11.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
You fucking child.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So.
What is when people say the one though, right? I feel like it's so up to interpretation.
Yeah, I think that's also why my hand kind of went up slow too, because both my girlfriend and I, we have talked about how like the one, it's not so much as like, oh, there's only one person on the entire
Yeah, I
world.
don't believe
Exactly.
that.
I feel like
I don't
there's
believe
the
that.
ones.
There is.
There's the ones.
Yeah, the ones.
The thousands of ones.
The
The thousands.
I think so.
I feel like, and in each interaction is opportunity for you both to create an awesome space to help each other develop.
Yeah.
Because even though things didn't work out between me and Jess, I felt like it was a great opportunity because I learned so fucking much, and that I don't know if there's really the one. I think there's the moment.
Yeah.
And some people's moments are much longer than others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people don't understand that because they're so scared of like missing out on the one, or I lost the one and they're never gonna find love again, that they don't realize that there's more people, better people out there, and you're gonna constantly grow, and like when you look back at it, they actually weren't.
Yeah.
But you just get so lost in the moment and you do dumb stuff because your brain tricks you every fucking time. You know, your brain will play a trick, and anytime you talk to anyone, if it's like they're just giving you attention when someone else wasn't, you're gonna be like, oh, this is the one.
And then it's infatuation mixed with it too. Like in the early stages, you're so excited because, you know, like you don't know their flaws. They seem so perfect.
Yeah.
And that becomes all convoluted. And you know, people get married really fucking fast too. Like it's rare. I haven't seen situations where people are in a relationship for 6, 7+ years. You know, usually it's like a couple years on the average, and then they get married.
I'd want to live with my partner, like
Yes.
with at least a year or two before.
The ultimate test.
It is a test.
So much changes from that.
But I think it helps because you might meet the one, but it might not be the one that's ready for you right now. Because I think the perfect person is when you both love yourself and you both are self-aware.
Yes.
That's when you can have awesome connections.
Wow.
That's very fucking
Joe,
hard.
I
That's
can't believe you
tight.
said
That's
that.
tight.
Yeah, but if you don't have that, I don't think you'll ever find the one.
Is it because he looks like a clown all the time?
No, it's just because like knowing Joe like when I first started and then knowing him now, he's
Oh, you haven't been around that much. That's why.
he's just a different Joe.
Yeah.
now.
A couple months ago?
Look, Joe,
At this level, shut
at
up.
this level, I'm just
Oh my
I'm just
God.
saying like who the fuck are you? Because you're not the same Joe I remember.
You're not talking about getting your ass licked, Joe. What's going on?
He was just talking about pussy licking, not that
I
long ago.
know, but it's just like him having like a heart to heart like kind of piece of advice is like you gotta love yourself before you can love someone else. I'm like, Joe,
Yeah.
you were not that kind of dude before.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, man.
It is a good thing.
Thank you.
Sophisticated
Yeah.
Joe.
People always take that in the wrong way when you say like you gotta learn to love yourself, and that doesn't mean like you become completely understanding. But like, say you have past trauma that you're bringing into your new relationship, that's fucked
That
up,
makes it
and
difficult.
yeah, it's gonna make it
Yeah,
super
you don't love
difficult.
yourself if you spill your insecurities all over the people around you.
Yeah, and then it's not, you act like they're the ones doing something wrong or you're putting that on them, but until
Yeah,
you learn
it's
to
fucked up.
get over that, you won't ever find happiness.
True love for yourself is when you go out and buy a Lamborghini and
A Rolex.
yeah, Rolex, and you say me first.
Yes.
I think it's
That's
more
the
of
old
like,
Joe, right?
Yeah, that is the old Joe. I think
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think it's just more of like having confidence in yourself and that you shouldn't really doubt yourself.
No, Joe's right. You're wrong.
No, what the fuck?
You don't make any sense right now, Julia.
Me?
You've
Wow.
been out of the JK
True
realm.
self-love is when you put yourself first and stop putting others first. And what you should go first and foremost is go out there and grab your lover's money and go ahead and spend it on who you love the most, which is yourself.
Amen. All right. Beautiful.
Tears.
Good.